welcome back to the show, Sunday show, because we had a pay-per-view, Brian.
We did.
Battleground WWE. We are wrestling with a small package. I am Monty the Yank, found on Twitter at Monty the Yank.
And with him, as always, Garth Algar.
At Garth the Garth.
No, I'm Brian Byers on Twitter, Brian Byers45. There you go.
I was waiting you out. All right. We have Battleground just concluded. Brian, before we start, what'd you think?
I was less than impressed. I was excited leading up to this pay-per-view, and it completely left me wanting more.
Yes. This was completely a before SummerSlam pay-per-view.
Yeah. Several of the matches that I was excited to see, I either hated the way that they ended or I was just bored.
I found myself paying attention to a game more than the pay-per-view tonight. Full disclosure, we did start out late on the show. Full disclosure, the whole point of that was because it started and I just didn't care.
Right.
And they did the obvious things in most of these matches besides, I would say, one. And at the end of the day, we're left with, we're going to SummerSlam. Yeah. And that's what we're doing. So, tonight, Brian cannot drink. However, Brett can. So, Brett's going to pull out his handy dandy. Fuck you, because I think I really fucked up tonight. Notes. And we will go match by match. We will talk about it. We will rate it. No, we won't. And then Brett will drink based on Brett's bad decisions. And Brett is Monty, if you don't know. Kayfabe.
Kayfabe, yep. Kayfabe.
All right. Brian.
Yes.
We started off the show, and I missed it. However, we did talk about it. The pre-match, Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English.
Oh, yeah, the match that nobody really cares about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we even predict this? Let me look.
I think we did.
No, we didn't.
We didn't?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Good. I think we would both not be...
Well, I think we both would have picked Ty Dillinger on this one.
Yeah, Ty Dillinger. There's no way Aiden English was winning this, so...
Right.
Not much to say. Oh, no. Shit. I'd take a shot.
Oh.
Aiden English won, everybody.
Did he really?
That's what it says.
Holy shit.
I missed it. I could be wrong, but it says he did.
Huh. I'll be damned. But do you really have to take a shot since we didn't predict it?
Yeah, but I would have said Ty. So, down the hatch, fuck you. Ooh, habanero. Woo! Doing mango habanero. Little shots tonight because I've been drinking all day. I don't know what happened, everybody. I'm sorry I didn't watch it. So, the show starts and we get the Usos versus the New Day. That's like hiccup. Brian.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about this match because I did miss basically all of it.
Didn't see it either. I was playing a game with you. I caught the end of it, so I know who wins.
Oh, tell me the end. God damn it.
Well, I saw... let's see. The Usos were both were on the top ropes in different separate corners. Xavier Woods knocked one of them off. I don't know if it was Jimmy or Jay. And then the other Uso tried to jump off, I think, to hit Kofi. Kofi ends up hitting the... what the fuck's his move called?
Trouble in Paradise.
Trouble in Paradise. He hits Trouble in Paradise. Xavier Woods gets up on the top turnbuckle and jumps like from one corner to the caddy corner of the ring.
Oh wow!
To land an elbow, and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So
the New Day, shitbirds.
Who?
The New Day,
Who?
shitbirds.
Who?
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 Yeah, fuck you.
Who?
the goddamn team that I'm really tired of their fucking gimmick. Wins just like I predicted.
Yes. You did predict that.
Not a shot for me.
Guess who has to take a shot? I do, because I thought the Usos were going to win. Like I said, I didn't see much of this. I am actually surprised that it was Xavier Woods and Kofi winning it, because normally your boy Big E is involved. Is Big E hurt? I
don't know. He didn't.
I would say no. My assumption is he's not hurt, but he hasn't been working much, and the fact that Kofi and Xavier won the belts together is kind of weird. So your first match, I mean, tie and whatever, that's your opening match, and it is what it is. But the Usos losing the belt to the New Day leaves me wondering where we're heading. I guess a rematch at SummerSlam. That'd be my guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, who else is he going to be? I mean, let's be honest. And now we have to, right? And now we have to put up with another at least month of the New Day being
it's going to be more than a month.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
it's going to be a while. Yeah. They're probably going to hold this belt for a while, which if you give them the right fodder to fight, it's fine. But right now, your heel tag teams are the Usos and the Ascension.
Yep.
And that's it. Because right now, the Shining Stars are hurt. And it sounds like they asked for their release. So... so you get the Usos losing, so you'll get at least one rematch, and I assume that rematch will be at SummerSlam. So, Brian, down the hatch and up yours.
Hey.
Here comes the hiccups. Woo! I did terrible, by the way, just like to point out.
Yeah. By the way, I like how Kevin Owens on Talking Smack said that he said, I'm the elite, and then winked at the camera.
He is.
That's a nod to the Bullet Club.
Yes, sir.
Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks.
Which is another shot coming, by the way. Okay. Match number 2, we get Baron Corbin versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
This match was not bad. However, Shinsuke barely ever gets to work on SmackDown, so your whole build-up is to see him on pay-per-view.
Right.
Then, on pay-per-view, 90% of the match goes to Baron Corbin.
Right.
Which I'm not saying is wrong, but Shinsuke looks like shit.
Well, the WWE is fucking this up with Shinsuke. They clearly don't know how to book him. They were doing a good job in NXT, but once he hit the main roster, they don't know what they're doing. They want to push him, but they don't want to push him over other people that they want to push.
And they're getting stuck. And we've talked about this. You have a main event scene, which hopefully changes soon, but with Jinder and Randy Orton. Your mid-card scene is Kevin and AJ. Yeah. And then you have everybody else. It's the Ziggler effect right now. Because we're not sure what to do, we'll keep him in the middle. But we don't want to beat him because that's not right to do. But you can't beat Corbin, so shouldn't Corbin be facing somebody that he beats? So this match, again, is 90% Corbin. Nakamura makes a comeback. Corbin kicks him in the balls for a DQ. Then, as I raged when I was talking to you, Baron Corbin just gets back in the ring and beats the fuck out of Shinsuke and then fucking hits the end of days. So why not have him just win?
Right. Yeah.
For the rematch?
But it's like you said when you were raging. I mean, you don't want Shinsuke to to beat Corbin clean because of where you're wanting to push Corbin.
Yeah.
But yet you don't want Corbin to beat Shinsuke clean because where... I mean, Nakamura could be pushed to the moon.
He should be pushed to the moon.
Everybody would love it. He should be.
Yeah.
Especially like since we talked before, because of his age, he's not got, he doesn't have much more.
He doesn't have 10 years in the WWE.
Right. He doesn't have that
5,
long of a career
maybe.
left.
Yeah. Well,
so
not a career per se, but doing what he's doing now.
Right.
He'll have his career in Japan finishing up.
Right. But, I mean, the way that they ended the match was stupid. And then the fact that he goes back in to get heat to potentially prolong this feud between two guys you don't want to have a clear winner.
Exactly.
Why? What the fuck? You're stupid.
Exactly. So in the next thing is, and we'll get to it later on too because of where we're heading, but if you do this again, the only thing you can do that makes sense to me is you have a match for the briefcase.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to have Nakamura just win, he just wins. Like, what does he win from that?
Yeah,
he beat Baron Corbin. Okay.
Right.
Baron Corbin still has the fucking briefcase. Baron Corbin's still going to be champion. And Shinsuke's going to wait to face not AJ Styles because, spoiler, he lost the belt tonight.
Right.
So it didn't make sense. At the end of the day, it was a complete waste of time, which was most of this pay-per-view. And what we end with is, again, like you said, a guy you can't beat because of where you're heading versus a guy you can't beat because you know what you have. So the good news is that is not a drink for anybody. So not much to talk about here, guys. It went 12 minutes. It was fine. That's what it ended up being. So then we get the 5-way, which, Brian, I'll let you rant. Who came out first in the 5-way?
So, why the fuck does Light Bright get to come out and do her entire fucking entrance? Light Bright, by the way, is the shitball Naomi. I can't stand her. She fucked up the title. I call her Light Bright because fuck her. She comes down, does her full fucking entrance to sit at commentary. And she adds nothing to commentary, by the way.
Mind you,
She's
wearing
terrible.
her outfit to wrestle.
Wearing her wrestling gear. Why? Why does she get her full fucking entrance? Now, I've seen Alexa Bliss go to commentary. I've seen Sasha Banks go to commentary. I've seen Bayley go to commentary. I've seen Mickie James go to commentary. I've seen Nia Jax go to commentary. None of them got to do their fucking full entrance.
Yeah, they just go to commentary.
They just walk out and go to commentary.
Yeah. And even if you did like an entrance, like you knew she was coming out, I get while you're doing like the pre-tape that you showed, which, by the way, was a really good pre-tape because the build to this was bullshit.
Yeah.
The pre-tape made it seem like it was super epic.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you had Becky Lynch, good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Charlotte, good. Lana, fuck.
Nope.
Natalia, good. And Tamina, fuck. You had 3 of 5. Yeah, fuck her. Fuck. She doesn't look scary. She can't pull off even her gimmick. So even if she's okay in the ring, which she really is, she's okay.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be this dominant fucking female, and no. And I know we make fun of Nia Jax a little bit for that, but Nia at least has the look enough that you still are like, man, she could beat the fuck out of somebody, though. I mean, we talk about she's a big, beautiful woman, and you're trying to push this monster, and sometimes that's hard, but at the end of the day, she's a big woman. Mm-hmm. Tamina is a bigger woman, but none of her moveset screams, I'm a monster.
Right.
But that's what you're supposed to believe, is she's some dominant fucking female that does nothing in the ring ever.
Well, I mean, what did we see from her? We saw
nothing.
Kick. We saw kick and a Samoan drop.
Yeah, and then out of the ring and then pinned.
Yep.
So you get some back and forth. You finally get Becky and Charlotte, which end up being pretty good. Lana comes in for no reason. She's out. Natalya comes in. You end up with Natalya and Becky for a little while. And then Becky ends up disarming Tamina. And then immediately Lana gets in. And then she hits a disarmer on Lana.
Yes, sir.
And then Natalya comes in, rolls up Becky, and pins her out of nowhere. Because apparently the weakness of Becky is I never get hit with anything.
Well, yeah.
But I get rolled up and beat.
But to be fair, she grabbed her tights.
Oh, my God. Because it's so hard to move a shoulder because of my tights. Just like to point that out.
It briefly
gave
us the hope of possibly seeing Irish butt.
Yes, and it didn't happen because she has like 12 layers on.
Damn it, Nick.
So you end up with Charlotte versus Natalya. There's not much to say about this part of the match besides at the end of the day, Natalya won.
Yep.
I mean,
that is what happened.
Was it a great match? No. It went 10 minutes. You had 4 eliminations in 10 minutes. What can you talk about when every elimination happened every 2 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, and 2 were basically immediately right after the other.
Yeah, they were boom, boom. Which, in fairness, it made Becky look strong. But then Becky just gets rolled up. But
then gets, rolled up.
They did exactly what I thought they would do, and you have one heel that you can push against Naomi, which is Natalya. And the nice thing is, if you decide to take it off of Naomi, Natalya and Carmella already have a story. Because the whole thing with Carmella ratting her out against Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I actually forgot about that.
Yeah, I did not.
Aha!
So now shot for me because I predicted Natalya. You
keep this in mind. Be a shot for me. Pick on Charlotte. Wednesday. Yes.
So we both said Becky though on the should. So
we said should. Yeah.
Yes. No, I'm sorry. You said Charlotte should.
I said should. Yeah.
You should take 2 shots.
Well, why would I take 2 shots?
Excuse me. I don't know.
Is it because you're already 2 up on me?
Yeah. So we get into the meat of the pay-per-view only 2 hours in, or whatever you want to call it, hour and a half. We get AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens, and guess what, Brian? It was underwhelming to me.
It was, yeah, it was.
Was it a good match? Yes. Was it a great match? Not really. It was slow. It was plotting.
And I think it's because it's Kevin Owens' new heel tactic where he slows it down and does moves that pisses people off.
Oh, that ain't new. But
it's kind of what he's really gotten into here lately.
Oh, he's been doing that since he's been in the WWE, though. That's the thing. I love Kevin Owens, but when they put on the pay-per-view and it's like, well, here's the thing. They didn't even go 15 minutes. And like 5 minutes is him just holding the guy to the ground.
Yeah.
Which, if you're going 20, you're going 25, that's fine. When you're going 15, it's a little boring. Especially with the finish. Because the finish wasn't exciting.
No, the finish was kind of shit.
Well, and it really was shit because at the end of the day, even when he rolled him up and pinned him, I'm like, oh, he pinned Kevin. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So, what AJ has him in the calf crusher, and then they end up trading back and forth the crossface. And then AJ's got him the crossface. He rolls him over, and then Kevin Owens' music just starts playing. I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
It's like nowhere in there was AJ pinned. And you know what? Here's the thing. If you start hearing a pin and you're AJ Styles, you know both shoulders are on the mat.
Right.
So you would kick out. That's number 1. Number 2, AJ Styles' shoulders weren't on the mat.
Right.
So much so they did not show a replay, mind everybody.
Right.
So it was so fucked up that AJ Styles, Kevin Owens' shoulders were more on the mat than AJ Styles in that situation.
Is this another Montreal screw job?
No, it was just a fuck up.
It was just a fuck up. Yeah.
It was, excuse me. It was complete fuck up, I think. And it was just to put the belt back on Kevin so that you have this matchup sticking around. So we'll get to it in the end. So where do we go with everybody? Because that's a rematch.
Right.
We'll talk later. That should be a rematch. And the bullshit that was the next match. So
the next match or the main event?
The next match.
Oh, okay.
How that ended can fuck off. So this match, you didn't miss anything if you didn't see it. And at the end of the day, all it was is to get the belt back on Kevin for whatever reason, which is fine. I'm fine with Kevin having the belt. I just don't get if they're just going to play trade the belt. You have a lot of guys that are just going to sit there with their thumbs in their ass if these guys are sitting at the mid-card belt, not moving on to something else.
Right.
And
shots.
Yeah. We both picked AJ. So, down the hatch. Oh,
not up my ass this time?
Not up your ass.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have to drink on the next one and the next one. So, we get to the flag match. Brian, are you ready?
Oh, yeah, the flag match. God. You know what's bad? You can even ask my daughter this. As we were sitting here watching this match, I called this match move for fucking move, basically.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, look, watch, this is what's going to happen. And it happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is his fucking matches so goddamn predictable?
It's WWE. And again, I don't want to sound like that guy, but okay, so I watch New Japan today. And I can watch it in every match the whole time. I can watch it and be like, ooh, I'm not sure who's going to win.
Yeah.
Because everything's a little different. The finishes are a little different. You have your finishers, I get it. You have your spots, I get it. But you can watch a match and be like, oh, this could end right here. The WWE is, well, we have to have this, then this, then this, and then this happens in the finish.
Yeah.
Or if it's a big main event, this has to happen, then this happens, then this happens, then finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, pin.
Yeah.
Or if it's WrestleMania, it's this happens, then this happens, then this happens, then finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, finisher, kick out, finisher, 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 kick out, finisher, finisher, kick out, super finisher, pin. And that's how it works. Like, because, you know, heaven forbid we do anything different. Because it pops a crowd. It doesn't, it gets boring. And this whole match was that. Okay, we do nothing in the ring. We have a boring fucking match. We get our fucking flags. Then all of a sudden we get up near the fucking post to put the flag in. And the flags become 500 pounds.
Yes.
Damn it. It's just too heavy. I dropped it. I got beat up. It was fucking stupid. First off, pull match. Pull the fucking flag down and match over. There is no reason we have to go to the top of the fucking ramp and put it in a pedestal. Zero reason.
And let's also keep in mind, too, that isn't it kind of against the law in America for the American flag to touch the ground?
Technically, yes.
So, go get him, FBI. Go get John Cena. Get him.
Get him.
Put that motherfucker in jail.
It's desecration of the flag, really.
Not only did he desecrate the flag, but for years,
he betrayed a Marine.
He's been portrayed a Marine, and he's committed serious acts of heinous acts of lies and slander and attempting to wrestle for fucking years. Get him. Let's just assassinate him. Fuck it.
This match sucked. I think is what I'm trying to say.
Terrible match.
This match was not good. Match. It was kick, punchy, punchy, kick, go to the top, kick, punchy, punchy, kick. My flag weighs 1,000 pounds. John Cena then...
Yeah.
Oh my God, I put it on America! Like, it was fucking stupid. I'm an American, fucking right. I mean, I get it. This was fucking torture.
Well, but it was funny because once he put it in the little
then
holder,
it was fucking easy to pick up and wave around.
Yeah, it's fucking no sell time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. This wasn't a match. Because Rusev needs to lose everything. Rusev just came back, by the way. Rusev has had 0 wins coming back, by the way.
Right.
And this is what you do.
This is his first match or first feud back, right?
Yeah. First match back since injury.
Right.
And again, that's not a John Cena should lose thing. That's a what the fuck with Rusev thing.
Right. Well, I guess they're pissed off at him because he cut his hair.
Yeah, heaven forbid.
God forbid, right?
Yeah.
So, now, correct me if I could be completely wrong on this, and if I am, I apologize. But I always thought that saluting was kind of frowned upon and disrespectful unless you're an actual military person.
No, I don't know. It is.
And like I said, I could be wrong. I don't know.
You know what's more disrespectful? This match went 20.
John Cena being a fucking
minutes.
top-selling person to all these fucking marks.
This match went 21 minutes.
Yeah, terrible.
Why? Your United States Championship match went 14 in a fucking flag match because half of the match was, I'm so tired to walk up the ramp. I can't lift a flag. It's fucking boring.
You know what's funny? My daughter said, as soon as the match started, why don't they just grab the flag and run it to the top?
Exactly.
Good point.
Here's the thing. There has never been... I got a cough again. Hold on. There's never been a flag match where you had to take it down and then put it back up!
Well,
That's so stupid!
They had to have a reason for John Cena to fucking salute it.
You fucking hold it in your hand and go, yay! Like, the flag match in and of itself is stupid, first off. Yeah. But then you put another fucking thing. Here's the thing. Have the flag up at the top, and you have to go get it and hang it up. There you go. This was stupid. This whole match was stupid. It was a waste of fucking time, and it took 21 minutes. By the way, shave some of that off so the fucking pay-per-view is over at 11. Thanks.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways. Fuck. Shot. God damn it.
Yeah, I can't believe you picked Rusev to win that.
Because he should have.
He should have, but it's against fucking America Boy.
I don't care. God, I gotta get this out. Shit. So, we get our filler match. Mike Kanellis with Maria versus Sami Zayn.
I refuse to call him Mike Kanellis. Fuck, that's stupid. This is the dumbest fucking gimmick I've seen in a while. If I have to be perfectly fucking honest with you. Besides Light Bright. I hate Light Bright.
You have to make a choice.
I would prefer the fucking Power of Love over Light Bright.
They should have Power of Love, by the way, for their song.
They should. But it's probably too expensive for them to get.
True. I am stalling because we didn't make a prediction in this match. Thank God.
I don't think we knew it was going to happen.
Oh yeah, it got added after. That's right.
I was gonna say, yeah, it just got thrown in there.
So we get Mike Kanellis with Maria Kanellis. They come out to the best music in the world. Mike Kanellis with the best trunks in the world. And then Sami Zayn, who's awesome. They put on, like, what, a 5-minute match.
Yeah.
There was literally nothing to it. There was nothing wrong with it. Mm-hmm. There was a little bit of back and forth. Sammy gets a hell of a kick that he would have got on SmackDown and pins him.
Yeah.
So why didn't Maria interfere? Did I miss this? Did she try?
She tried to a couple times.
But what kept her the last time? Like, what's the difference? Like, the ref in position? Like,
I really don't know what happened.
Exactly. She just didn't this time.
Well, I mean,
so that's what you get.
She came in and she stopped the exploder into the corner.
Yes.
But then she left the ring, and he hit the exploder anyways. And then, like, she didn't interfere anymore in the match. Like, I mean, it really didn't make sense. And is that all she's going to be in the WWE? Is just Mike Bennett's valet?
Yep. And I think they'll talk more. Here's the thing with, like, Mike Kanellis, is you need to give him time to push a character.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it. Same thing with Sami Zayn, really. Sammy's amazing in the ring, but if you give him time to be a character, he'll get over. Right. And it's anybody. I mean, in honesty, it's anybody. But right now, they're just like, well, we'll just throw Mike out on pay-per-view. Because he's Maria's husband, and that'll be a story. It's not going to work. I think he's better as a cunt.
Right.
And he's not really a cunt. He's a douche.
There's a difference.
There is a big difference. He's a douche, and I don't care. But if he's a cunt, I care. Cunt Mike Kanellis, I want to see Sami Zayn beat. Douche Mike Kanellis, I just don't want to see.
Yeah.
And it's sad because the gimmick is right. They're just not doing it right.
I don't know. It's kind of a terrible gimmick. I don't like the gimmick. I think it's stupid. I enjoyed his character in TNA. I actually kind of enjoyed her character better in TNA as well, because she was a cunt.
She was. You'll pay to see a cunt get beat. But you're not necessarily paying for a douche to get beat. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. So, cunts take a pounding, you're paying money. But not necessarily a douche. Nobody wants to see somebody douching. So, that's how I feel about this. Do I still like Mike Kanellis? Yes. Do I hate that Mike Kanellis cut his hair short to the point where his hair just sticks straight up?
Yeah.
And I can still see his bald spot? Yes. Right. Anyways, Sami Zayn, hell of a kick, and then pin. 1, 2, 3. It was a waste of time, but it was exactly what it was supposed to be, which was a waste of time. Half this pay-per-view was unnecessary because you don't need a pay-per-view before a big pay-per-view.
Right.
Exactly. But Brian, you know what time it is?
Time for the shit show.
5 minutes to get Brian to bed.
Yes.
It's time for your main event of the evening, Brian. Battleground evening, Sunday evening. And what a great evening to end off with. A Punani prison match.
That's a lie.
Vaginas everywhere. Under the ring, in the ring, and outside of the ring.
Yeah.
Brian called it, everybody.
Yes, I did.
We won't be there for you, said the Singh brothers. Mm-hmm. Yet they fit under the ring.
Yep.
And we also determined something else. What did we say? They can fit through the fucking holes. And guess what happened, everybody? They fit through the fucking holes. Hate to break it to you, Jinder Mahal would have fit through that hole. Hate to break it to you, I'm 300 fucking pounds. Guess who would have fit through a hole? I'd have fit through the fucking hole. That hole was huge.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Yeah.
Could have flown a fucking drone through that hole. Anyways, they come down. The structure is cool. It's a waste of bamboo. You can't see shit, just like we thought.
Right.
The match starts immediately. They put a new rule in because they didn't make this rule until like tonight. They call for immediately. Jinder calls for one of the things to be open. 60 seconds goes. They close it and then lock it because I guess that's a thing. So we get,
so, it won't ever open again.
And it just never, ever.
Never.
So we get walk and brawl, walk and brawl, walk and brawl, open, nothing happens. Walk and brawl, walk and brawl, walk and brawl, open, nothing happens. 4 times over. On the 4th time, the Singh brothers come out under the ring. grab Jinder and pull him out after an RKO.
Yes.
Then, boop, it closes. Locked. Because why not?
Randy's stuck in there forever.
He's never gonna get out. I don't know how. Oh, wait, he can climb.
Oh, wait. He can climb?
Faster than that guy. Holy shit. So he climbs over. He steps over. They have walk and brawl, but they can't walk because they're on the cage. They fight. They end up on the bottom. Then it becomes a 3-on-1 match, just like the other two matches.
Right.
Randy takes the Singh brothers out and then fights Jinder. Then fights the Singh brothers. Then fights Jinder. Then fights the Singh brothers individually. Then fights Jinder. Then fights one of the Singh brothers on the fucking cage, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Who then goes through the hole that they can't fit through.
Oh, my God.
And gets sent through the table to mild applause. It was like, ah!
Yeah, why wouldn't that, like, get a huge pop?
Because everybody was bored out of their fucking mind.
That's true. But that...
And it's a guy that nobody knows. It's this small guy that does nothing. They don't wrestle. They don't do nothing.
So
they gave them names. That's the first time I've heard them with individual names, Brian.
Yeah. So here's my question. That number one, that bump from that through the announce table looked like it hurt because that table did not break right away.
It looked really cool, and then on slow-mo it was like, be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bounced, and then it broke.
But here's my question. So they don't wrestle, but the one Singh brother not only takes a suplex on the floor,
yep,
but gets beat with the Singapore cane,
yep,
kendo stick, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Also takes chair shots,
uh-huh,
but yet still can get up to grab onto Randy's leg before Jinder gets up.
Yep, because Jinder was hurt.
Yeah.
Jinder got hit with the kendo stick. That was basically it. So there's not even trash brawling until literally the end. So one of the Singh brothers, because I didn't take time to learn their names, because fuck them.
Yeah, right, fuck them.
Goes through the table. Fuck that. Don't care. Then Randy goes to grab the kendo stick. It's broke. He breaks it, pulls out a chair. Hits the other Singh brother with the chair. Walks over to Jinder, hits him with the chair. Decides, okay, that's enough. I'm getting out. He goes to leave, and fucking Great Khali, who can barely walk, barely move, comes down and interferes.
Yes.
Chokes Randy out so Jinder can climb over and win.
Mind you, Jinder stops and basically rubs his nuts in Randy's face.
He should have. He should just teabag the fuck out of it.
That would have been better.
I win the match. Oh, Punani match. The only Punani I got is my balls.
He stops and runs his mouth.
Yes. Which is cool.
But here's my question. How do you figure that 1.3 billion people in India can be proud of you seeing the way that you win?
And that's the problem.
He has not
absolutely the problem.
He has not once defended the title legitimately.
You know, one of the most over people in India right now is?
Who's that?
It's fucking Roman Reigns.
Oh, yeah?
You know who number basically 2 is?
Who's that?
John Cena, Mr. USA.
Fucking figure.
You know why? Because the Indian population that's watching wrestling is going to cheer the good guys and boo the bad guys. Yeah. I don't cheer people because they're fucking American. Never have, never. One of my favorite wrestlers is Bret Hart. Canadian. Proud Canadian. I'm not Canadian. I don't like Dean Ambrose because he's from Ohio. I don't like Dolph Ziggler because he's from Ohio.
I like The Miz. He's from Ohio.
I like The Miz. But it's not because he's from Ohio. Just like you said there, you make him a heel that can't win without help. And he's supposed to be the most over guy in this place. And he's not. He's not. And he's not going to be. Now, if he was a face, it's still not going to work because he's lame.
Yeah.
He's lame.
And he's not a very good in-ring worker.
So, Randy gets choked out. Jinder climbs over. Here's the good news, Brian. Jinder debuted. What did he debut as?
I don't know. I wasn't watching it then.
He came in as a millionaire Indian who had ties with the Great Khali. So this is actually continuation.
Going back to his
Jinder Mahal had a one-up over the Great Khali because Jinder Mahal, I believe, married like his sister or something like that. And this was the whole thing, like, I will mistreat your sister, I'll take all the money away, or whatever it was. I know they're not thinking about this, but yeah. I was. So they walk up the ramp, Jinder Mahal is your champion, and twice they cut to a shot of the Great Khali holding the belt.
Yes, I saw
Twice.
That.
Twice.
Yeah.
Over his head, holding it like he won the championship. And in fairness, he kind of did.
Basically did.
This is stupid. So, either we have another match between Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton, which I will stop watching SmackDown if that's the case. Or we have Randy Orton versus the Great Khali.
Great Khali.
Which will suck. Because the Great Khali has no business wrestling.
Right.
None. He's a great guy, I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
He's older. And he's big. And his back is shot. And his legs are shot. He's shot. Please don't. So
tell he could hardly walk.
He couldn't get to the ring. It took him a while. He's a big dude. Don't get me wrong. He's in shape, but he's hurting. He can't get in the ring and have a match.
Right.
Jesus. So, where we lead from here, Brian, is what does Nakamura do for SummerSlam?
I don't know. I really don't know.
What does Baron Corbin do for SummerSlam? Rematch?
Well, I'm really hoping that Baron cashes in that briefcase sooner rather than later.
But if you have this big fuck protecting Jinder Mahal, you can't just take the belt off of him.
You can.
But you shouldn't.
Well, I mean, like...
If the whole point is you re-debuted that big motherfucker, you're not taking the belt off of Jinder.
But do you think that's going to be more than a one-off thing?
Yes.
Terrible.
I do.
Terrible idea.
It's a bad idea, but yes, I think you do. What do you do with Becky? What do you do with Charlotte?
I don't know.
What do you do with Carmella? She hasn't worked a match since she won the fucking briefcase.
Well, yeah, that is very true. Hopefully, Natalya takes it off of Light Bright, and then you can do something with any of the three.
You have to wait after SummerSlam to do that.
Well, yeah.
That's 4 weeks.
That's true.
What do you do with AJ? What do you do with Kevin? What do you do with John Cena? What do you do with Rusev? You have all these guys. You have literally nothing to do.
Right.
Besides rematch. Are you going to have all these rematches on SummerSlam?
That'd be terrible.
It's going to be stupid. So, let's say AJ has Kevin. Okay, you get that. Let's say you fucking get Baron and Shinsuke again. Okay. You have the Usos and New Day facing off again. So now and then you have your SummerSlam match for the women's title. So who does Jinder face? Because it can't be Randy Orton because I'll kill myself. You have Sami Zayn doing nothing. You have Mike Kanellis doing nothing. You have John Cena doing nothing. You have Rusev doing nothing. and 4 weeks to make them do something different.
Right.
In the tag division, you have the New Day. Like I said, there might be a rematch. So you have the New Day and the Usos. What are you doing with anybody else? You have a stagnant fucking... we didn't talk about that. Yes.
We never actually discovered
because it was
who
stupid.
was the one.
It was nobody.
Well, there was somebody.
It was nobody. You didn't reveal it means they don't have a plan yet.
Well, that's true.
I'm just going to be honest. Don't tell me it concludes somewhere and then not conclude it, and tell me you have a plan, because you don't. Right. I'm sorry, you don't.
I did like when the Ascension came in. Like, yeah, we did it.
Like,
well, why'd you do it? Just because. Wait, you guys weren't even there last week. You had 2 tickets to Paradise.
And then pulls Tully out, and they're like, "Oh!" And he's like, "See, I knew it."
Out of my face.
So this pay-per-view overall, was it bad? No, but it was just anticlimactic, I guess is what I said to you.
Yeah,
There was literally no reason to watch this pay-per-view, and I kind of wish I didn't, because then I could just roll into SummerSlam not going, "Oh God, we're seeing this again. Oh God, we're seeing this again," because I have a feeling 1, 2, 3. There's a good chance that 4 of these matches are happening again. There's a really good chance that 4 of these matches are happening again. I think Ty Dillinger is going to face Aiden English in an opening match. I think you're going to see the Usos in the New Day. I think you're seeing Baron versus Nakamura. And I think there's a really good chance you're seeing AJ and Kevin again.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance that 4 of the, 7, 8 matches here, 7 matches, are going to be rematches in a month. Fuck me.
That's terrible.
I can't do it. I hate rematches in and of itself when they're not necessary. And when you had a pay-per-view just to fuck everybody to do it again, no.
Right.
I'm just, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
But no. So, Brian?
Yes.
Short but sweet, but got you out the door 10 minutes late.
That's right.
Do you have anything else to add to Battleground?
No. How many shots do I have to take?
Couple.
I didn't keep track.
Okay, on Wednesday, Brian.
I predicted New Day. I predicted Nakamura.
Brian, you're doing 1, 2. Two. By the way, I got to take a shot.
That's it? Just 2?
Yeah, 2. Because I said for a shot, Baron cashes in. He didn't, so.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Last one of the night. Ooh. Oh, it's spicy. All right. So, we'll be back Wednesday. We're going to break down some Raw and SmackDown. We're going to talk about G1. I'm hoping to get day 2 at least done so we can talk about our predictions. Kind of break down where we're at on the points as far as everybody goes. If you like wrestling, New Japan Pro in JPWWorld.com. It's 999 yen, which right now is like $8 and some cents. Will get you full access to New Japan Pro Wrestling. And if you're looking for a break from the WWE stuff, which I'm not saying is bad, it's just different. You're going to get a little bit of difference in your $10 spent or less.
Yeah.
My one plug.
There you go.
So you can check this out and all of our other episodes. This is episode 6, Brian. We're halfway to 100. At Podbean with a small package. That is where you check us out. You can also link to those at Monty the Yank. Check us out on YouTube with Monty the Yank, or look up Wrestling with the small package. And you can check out Brian at Brian Byers 45, and the Byers has a W. And that's pretty much it.
Does it have a W?
A Y.
It has a Y.
My bad. It has a Y in the Byers, the W. It's a Byers. It's German. So, no, it's Brian Byers with a Y. You can check him out. Brian Byers 45. So, until next time, I am Monty the Yank.
And I am Brian Byers.
With a W. And we will talk to you again next time.
Take care.